Downing Street's being urged to beef up its security measures following reports David Cameron narrowly avoided attack during a trip to Afghanistan. The Prime Minister's Chinook helicopter was forced into an emergency detour as it flew over enemy territory in Helmand Province. Victoria Smith has the story.
It was David Cameron's first trip to Afghanistan as Prime Minister, and it was given worldwide coverage. The trip began with a press conference at which Mr Cameron met Afghanistan's President Karzai.
Welcome to Afghanistan, Mr Prime Minister.
The conference was broadcast on Afghan TV before Mr Cameron set off for more dangerous parts of the country. But his plan to visit a remote army base in Helmand Province was suddenly dropped after Taliban conversations about an attack were intercepted by British intelligence. The Chinook was forced to make an emergency diversion to Lashkar. It's now thought the enemy knew exactly which helicopter Mr Cameron was flying in. At the time, Downing Street played down the incident, but senior military figures are now demanding a security shake-up.
People who run the security visits are not fools by any means, and they make balanced judgments. But of course people also do make mistakes, so it's really hard to say. I've no doubt that it will have been pored over in great detail from the very time they realised that the intelligence was there, as to what went wrong if something did go wrong, and learning the lessons to correct it.
These fresh claims about the danger Mr Cameron faced have been made in the Times newspaper today.
David Cameron wanted to lead as close to a normal family life as possible, but I think incidents like these do underline the need for a Prime Minister who is vulnerable from all sides, both from nutters and from terrorists, to just pay a little bit more attention to his personal safety.
It's reported that in future, any trips to dangerous parts of the country will be done in secrecy, and media blackouts could become more common. Victoria Smith, Forces News.
Well, Lorna Ward joins me live from Camp Bastion now. Lorna, it looks likely we'll see a change in the security arrangements for future visits by the Prime Minister. When a VIP is in theatre, it must put extra pressure on resources, but these visits are seen as vital, aren't they?
They are. For the soldiers on the ground, it gives them reassurance that their job is a valued one, that they haven't been forgotten. For military commanders, this is a key opportunity for them to raise issues face to face. And for visitors like Dr. Liam Fox, who was here just a couple of weeks ago, particularly when they're new in post, it's a chance for them to see how the policies are working on the ground and whether progress is actually being made. And it's worth noting that when Dr. Liam Fox was here, unlike for David Cameron, he visited troops in Helmand first, and throughout there was a reporting ban. He then moved to Kabul, where there were more public conferences, and it was only then that his visit was actually publicised. So we may see that kind of change coming into play for visits in the future.